What up gamers? Welcome to another video for Anthem. After the live stream with Mark Dara and Jonathan Warner, we finally got to see a sliver of the map for the game. So today I want to deep dive into the map. How big can this map really be? What are the markers shown on the map? And how far can we actually dwell into the depths of this world? I'm Sir Mav. Let's get into it. After the map was shown on the screen, I'm sure many of you started contemplating, as I did, how much of this world are we going to get to explore? How far can I fly my javelin without overheating? How long will it take to get from one side of the map to the other? Regardless, from the gameplay we can see the map is gorgeous and we have much to explore regardless of its size. But just for kicks, let's actually try and estimate the size of what we saw. Mark did state during the stream that during the gameplay the javelins only passed through one of the 10 sub-regions within the game. I believe this is a completely accurate statement. I'll get to why here in a little bit later, but I think confusion came about after this comment as he stated this was only a sliver of the map. I think he meant sliver of the map within the gameplay and not actually the physical map opened on the screen. It was later confirmed on Reddit by technical design director for Anthem, Brennan Holmes, that this was indeed the map for Anthem. Just not all the map. The map shown displays 8 of the 10 subregions with just a bit of the 9th subregion hanging from the top of the map. So we have no clue what the 9th or 10th subregions are named, but one is likely to be the base of the Dominion, the nemesis group of the freelancers. So I've seen other YouTubers and Reddit users analyze this, but I still feel there is simply not enough data available to make fair comparisons between such maps like the EDZ on Destiny 2 or even massive maps such as Just Cause 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5. BioWare was very keen to not include distance within the HUD or on the map itself when they opened it during the gameplay. But what we do have is time. More specifically, the time it takes to get to a destination on the map based on the footage from the gameplay. I thought hard about how exactly to go about this analysis, especially without any distance data available. Hell, I even created an Excel sheet to analyze every second of just how fast the javelin was going during that second, an estimation of course, so for walk, run, or flight, what degree the javelin was facing at that exact second. If you didn't catch it, on top of the HUD is a compass that displays north, south, east, and west. It also includes bars in between, a total of 17 to be precise, which allows us to calculate a varying degree of 5.2 degrees for each bar. And last, I included when the javelin was in the diving flight pattern, as we must also consider verticality within this world. In conclusion, I was able to create the flight path the Colossus took during the Anthem gameplay. There's just one problem. Well, actually two. Well, where is true north on the map they opened in the gameplay, and where was the Strider on the map when the Colossus took off? Now we could assume that the Strider point was where the cursor was when the map was opened, and we could assume that true north is simply the top of the map. The problem is these two contradict themselves, because if the true north is the top of the map, then the starting point would be closer to Fort Tarsus, which would be reasonable considering the two far right regions are named Eastgate and Eastern Reach. But without the confirmed point, I don't want to make that assumption. But thanks to this map and the gameplay shown back in 2017, we can estimate where and how long it takes the Ranger Javelin to fly to a point on the map, specifically this particular pathway. We know where Fort Tarsus is thanks to this marker shown on the map, and we know the direction of the takeoff from Fort Tarsus as we can see the skull icon as the Ranger scans across the valley. With that and the angle at which the Ranger cuts back to the left, we can guess that this is the path shown here on the map. If that is the case, then we know, thanks to the video timer, that it takes 31 seconds to reach this pathway from Fort Tarsus. If we create a straight line from Fort Tarsus to this pathway point, then we get this orange line here on the map. We can then line these up to gain an estimate of how long it could take to get across the map. So if we wanted to estimate how long it would take to get from the farthest reaches of the left side of the map to the right, then we could line the bars up like this from the landmark at the Fortress of Dawn to the farthest end of the Eastern Reach. According to our data, this could take about 5 minutes from each end. We could even figure that it should take about 2.5 minutes to reach the mission at the top of the High Road subregion from Fort Tarsus. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mav, this seems to me like the map is small for Anthem. Well, that's up for debate, but when considering these predictions, remember that the world of Anthem is not on a flat plane. You have to consider the verticality in the world of Anthem. Through the E3 gameplay, you get a real sense of this as the Colossus and the other javelins traverse through the world to the stronghold. Plus, remember, this doesn't just include above land, but underwater too. Just think of the immense caverns we could explore through this game. Along with Verticality, remember the stronghold mission didn't seem to be within the map shown. There was a loading screen to go into this place, so likely these missions will have external maps included to complete your objectives, similar to how Destiny 2 works with its hidden areas for loot and other missions. All in all, through the gameplay trailer, we could see that the map wasn't empty, and there was enemies around almost every corner, so not only map size, but substance within each area of the map is being considered. Jonathan Warner described it as this: you have to think about the playable space, not as a plane, but as volume. It's not just about running across it, it's about exploring it in all axes. Last up, we have the map icons, which showcase important areas or missions on the map. Mark Derrick covered a bit on this during the stream, but Reddit members were able to make some clarifications. On the map, you can see 5 separate icons. We have, of course, Fort Tarsus, the story mission icon, the arch-looking icon which signifies landmarks, and we of course know the icon they use for strongholds, but may be significant for side quests as well, as through the gameplay on their way to the stronghold, the mission signifier switches within different areas of the map as the javelins take on scars within different places. So it may be exclusive, but not quite confirmed. Last, we have the same icon that we saw in the 2017 gameplay with the upside down triangle and skull. There's theories of what this could be, such as a possible raid activity, some major boss battle, or another activity we just haven't heard of yet. Either way, it'll be interesting to see what else the devs have in store for us as we get closer and closer to launch of Anthem. And that's all for today, gamers. Hope you found this video interesting. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my prediction. Do you think the map is smaller or larger than what I stated in this video? If you enjoyed this video, then give us a like and subscribe for future gaming content and updates. Till next time, gamers, this is Sir Matt, signing off.